friends, welcome in and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley if this is your first time here, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. This video is going to be quick, short, and sweet. It's a June TBR, and I've had the help to build this TBR because Clear Your Shit announced their mid-year month challenge to clear your shit. We know I have more books here. I'm not gonna say that I need, but I need to focus on my shelves. And if I don't have any other toxic trait, it is building a TBR that I may or may not read. At the beginning of the year, I was doing a really good job, and I'm hoping that this monthly challenge helps me get back on the horse of like making a TBR and actually reading it, because the focus is reading down the books that I have. So let's get into the books that I picked and the prompt that I picked it for. I will put Clear Your Shit's Instagram here so that if you want to pick your TBR to participate in the month of June, you can, and you will still have time. And yeah, let's just hop right into my picks. So the first prompt is a book you got because of media. And for that prompt, I chose Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. And the way I went about choosing this prompt is I just opened up Instagram and I scrolled until I found a book that was recommended that I had on my shelf that I had not read yet, and that seemed interesting to me at the time. I am really excited to get into this book because I know that it's gotten a lot of like praise on how good it is, and the themes, like when I read the synopsis, it reminded me of like the new Matrix movie, just like the whole video gameplay. I know it's completely different, but I'm really curious to see what this book brings. I believe this is considered literary fiction, and most of the literary fiction that I have read, I have really enjoyed, so I am excited to get into this one. The second prompt is a book that is in your favorite genre, and of course, I picked Trick Play by Veronica Eden. This is a pretty short book, a little novella. When it comes to picking my TBR, especially for challenges, I always try to find like shorter books over like the larger books so that I actually give myself a fighting chance to get through them all. Of course, it is no secret on this channel that I am a fan of the hockey romance, so this was a no-brainer for me. I actually cannot wait to read this, and reading this book actually gives me the opportunity to buy book one. This is the prequel to the series, but reading this gives me the ability to buy book one according to my book buying ban rules, as long as I continue the series immediately after I get it. Love that for me. The next book is a book with a white or sparkly cover, and I chose My Heart is a Chainsaw by Stephen Graham Jones. I have been wanting to read this book for quite some time. I picked this book up at the recommendation of Books with Lala here on YouTube, and it's been sitting here looking at me. I don't reach for thrillers or horror as often as I would like to, and I feel like this would be a nice like break in like the romance and different things that I'm reading. And yeah, I'm pretty excited. I do know that this is a series. I know for sure book two is out. I don't know if a third book is coming, but I'm very excited to read what I think is my first horror book. I'm pretty sure it is. The concept of this seems so good. I haven't watched a lot of horror movies, so I'm curious if I can keep up with like what the main character will be talking about, but I think I know enough to get by. And I'm also curious on if I will react to horror books the same way I do with horror movies. That will be interesting to know. Let me know in the comments if you think I should do a reading vlog reading this book specifically. The next book is a book with drama, and I know this book has drama because that's all I hear about when anybody brings it up, and that is Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. And I am equal parts excited and equal parts anxious to pick this up, because while I do like the drama, some of the themes that have been brought up when talking about this book, I don't really know if I'm on board with. So we shall see how I do. But I am excited just to see what the hype is about, and I thought this was the perfect opportunity to add it to a TBR stack. The next prompt is a book that you have low expectations for, and let me say right now, I'm not throwing shots at anything. I like to give all books their, equal chance, even if I've heard different things about them. I would like to form my own opinion if possible. But the book I chose for this prompt is Lore of the Wilds by Annalie Sabrina? I think I'm mispronouncing that. I have said this in one of my previous videos. I believe that this book has not been getting very good feedback. At least the feedback that I have seen has all been not great. I was very excited when this book was announced, when the cover was revealed, and when it came out, to get my hands on it and read it. And I'm not gonna lie and say that some of those reviews put a damper on my excitement for this book. So I'm hoping with low expectations, I will be amazed when I get to the end of this, and we shall see. Because if I don't like it, I will have to get rid of 2 copies and not just 1. The next prompt is a book with a map, and I chose Wicked Beauty by Katie Robert, and that is the 3rd book in the Dark Olympus series. I need to read the next 3 books, so this one plus 2 to, I think, be on schedule with her, because I don't think another one has come out, and I believe it'll come out next year. I don't know. I need to look that up. But this gives me the opportunity to, number 1, work through a series that I have already started. And yeah, so it has a map in it. It's a small map, but a map nonetheless. So that was my choice. The next prompt is free space. So this is kind of like pick any book that you want. And I went with The Pucking Wrong Number by C.R. Jane, because why not have 2 hockey books in one TBR stack when I have the opportunity? I know nothing about this book. I have no idea. I take that back. I think she texts somebody and it's the wrong number, and like we go from there. I'm gonna say that's right just because the book is called The Pucking Wrong Number, but that's literally all I know. I know nothing else. When I talked to the author at a Polycon, and I was kind of asking her, like, what advice would she give for a new author? One of the things that she said was trust your gut, trust your instinct, because when she was writing this book, there was something that she wrote in it that, like, her ARC and beta readers were both like, I don't know if you should do that, if you should include it. But she did anyway, and it ended up, I think this is one of her bigger books, I think. So yeah, I'm excited to read this. Hockey. Okay, so we are down to our last 2 prompts. The next prompt is a book someone recommended, and for this I took pictures of my shelves and sent it to my friend Kathleen and let her decide what book I'm gonna read for this prompt, and she picked Hellgate by Veronica Eden. 2 Veronica Eden books in one stack. And I do know that this is a paranormal why choose romance. So fun, love that for me. Outside of that, I know nothing. There's not even a synopsis on the back of the book for me to even know something. So we're just gonna be surprised and hope that we have a good time. The last prompt is a book that is part of a series, and I chose Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail by Ashley Herring Blake. As you know, I just finished reading Delilah Green. That was in my last vlog, and I really enjoyed it. And so this book I'm kind of using as my compass of whether or not I'm gonna keep this series on my shelves, or if I'm just gonna live with the memory of really enjoying these books and not feeling the need to pick them up again. But I'm very excited to read about Astrid Parker just because I know how her story left off in the last book, and I'm just anxious to see how she pulls herself out and like moves on with life. All right, that has been my June TBR. If you have made it this far in the video, leave me a book stack emoji in the comments, and let me know if you've read any of these, if you plan to. Let me know if you're going to participate in the Clear Your Shit Challenge. I would love to have like some accountability partners in this whole situation here. If you made it this far and you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have not already subscribed and joined this bookish community, please do so. And if you are enjoying the content that I'm providing here on my channel, make sure you share so that all your friends and followers can find me. And I'm gonna leave you with that, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.